Recording in progress.
Recording is in progress. Hasabev is not coming today.
Oh,
And well,
that's
Gabriel
bad.
is arriving right now. That's good.
Good.
Good,
That's
good.
good.
But I have to record for Hasa, not for Chui. Chui is not coming. No answer.
Nah.
No nothing.
Mm.
So I'm going to I'm going to uh,
Excluded.
exclude it from the group because he hasn't answered anything yet. So he's going to be excluded. Okay, Gabriel, how are you? Gabriel,
Hello,
Gabo,
teacher.
how is
Fine, you?
everything? I'm okay,
Fine,
thank you.
fine. Sorry for yesterday. I went to Sayulita.
Sayulita, don't
I
worry.
was working. I
You were
was
working,
working.
but you know that
Yeah.
Sayulita is a beach. I think you were drinking some beers and
No,
having some
teacher,
fun.
no.
No, you were having some fun right there, probably dancing and drinking beers. No, I'm just joking, kidding you. I'm kidding you. Don't worry, it's okay. Now, but
Hello, everyone.
everyone is Homero because
Hello,
Hasa is not
Romero.
coming. Hasa feels bad. She has a headache and her throat sores,
Oh,
sore throats,
yes,
probably
yes.
a flu.
A cough? A
A,
cough?
a cough, I don't know, but I haven't examined her. But it's a throat, a sore throat, and cough, I don't know, but headache, she told me. So she's coming on Monday. And I don't know if Jessica is coming today, but anyway, I have to record a class. Not for them, not for Chewy now. Chewy is not coming anymore because he hasn't answered. So let me share the screen right now. Let me share the screen. So this class is being recorded, Gabriel. Okay, and we were here in the workbook, okay, in the workbook. Do you remember this? What is her job, Gabriel? No, Gabriel was not here. Homero, what is her
No.
job?
Uh, hurry up. She's security guard.
A security guard. And what about his job? What is his job?
And he's a flight attendant.
He's a flight attendant, okay? That we have already answered here, and we go with Patricio. Patricio is here. Pay attention. Today, Gable. What is the day today?
Today is Wednesday,
Wednesday. And what is the date?
April 30.
13th. Remember?
13.
13th. Teens.
13.
Teenth. Okay. It's
13.
Easter Wednesday for the Christian Catholic Church. Easter Wednesday. And let me close this. Right? And this is, what is his name? I told you? Patricio.
It's Patricio.
Patricio. Okay. Could you please tell me what do you suppose is Patricio's occupation? What is his job, Homero?
He's a registered nurse.
A registered nurse. Okay. Where does he work?
He's working in a hospital.
In a hospital. What is the name of the hospital?
Mercy Hospital.
Mercy Hospital. In Spanish, it would be Hospital de la Misericordia.
Okay.
Mercy is Misericordia. Mercy Hospital. And well, is he working in the morning or in the afternoon?
Oh, at night.
No, he's working at night. It's a night shift. Do you remember that there was a unit on the first book, on the intro book, intro book, that was called the night shift? Do you remember that, Gabo?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. And Homero, you got
Ambulance driver.
the ambulance
Taxi
driver, the
taxi
nurse,
driver.
no, the doctor, and the waiter.
Doctor.
A waiter who was at the
A
restaurant,
waiter.
remember?
Yes.
Who was a student too. Okay, we have already studied this, what the night shift is. Okay, now write questions about him using what, where, when, or how. I have already asked you the question, but what's the first question Homero, so that Gabriel is going to answer.
What does he do?
What does he do, Gabriel? Gable?
He nurse.
He's the nurse. He's
He's
the nurse.
nurse.
Okay, he's a nurse. What does
No.
he do? He's a nurse. Okay, what is the second question you ask, Homero?
Where does he work?
Where does he
Does he
work?
work?
You have already answered this question. What is it, Gabo?
Yes, he works in Mercy Hospital.
He works, you can say at. The preposition usually, it is usually at Mercy's hospital, at Mercy Hospital.
At
Ask me
Mercy.
why. Well, he could be working outside of the hospital. He could be working right in an ambulance, and he's not
Okay.
working in a hospital, but he's working for that hospital, and he's working at the hospital because he gets to the emergency room, or probably he is at the cafeteria, which is beside the hospital, right? It's not in the hospital. I don't know. This is why when there isn't, or when you're talking about a job, you say at. The prepositions are kind of difficult to be understood in Spanish, kind of difficult. He works at Mercy Hospital. You can also say he works in a hospital. Where does he work? He works in a hospital. And could you please ask another question with what or with how?
How?
Gabriel, Gabo, you're going to ask the other question, or when?
Yes, teacher. What does he name?
What is his name? Remember, what
What
is
is his
his
name?
name?
What
What do
is
you say?
his name?
By the way, you can ask about his first name. Ask Homero about his first name. What is
What is his first name?
okay? But Omaro,
Uh, his first name is Patricio.
okay. Homero, ask Gabo about his second name or his last name.
Hey Gabon, do you know what is his last name?
What his last name is? You're going to
What
study it
his
later.
last
His
is?
last name is Cardoso.
Cardoso, you're right. Okay, it's not incorrect if you say, Gabo, can you tell me what his last name is? You have to switch the order. If you ask the question directly, you say, Gabo, what is his last name? Okay, this is a question. But when you add, Gabo, can you tell me what his last name is? You have to reverse the order. And this is indirect question or indirect question. Okay, Homer, ask another question about the word when. Ask him with the
When?
when.
When did he start to work in the hospital? The hospital.
Uh, do you know, Gabo?
I don't know, teacher.
I don't know. It's not included
I
in this information.
I say he works at 9.
Okay, but the question should be this way. Patricio,
I
when
don't
does
know.
Patricio work? In the morning, in the afternoon, or at night? When does
When?
Patricio work? Or
When does?
when does he usually work? And you can say he usually works at night. He usually has the night shift, okay? The night shift, okay? And remember that the night shift, it would be like guardia nocturna, okay? You know that there are people who usually work only for the evenings or only at night or only in the mornings. So you have part-time job. Probably there are nurses who work in the morning and nurses who work in the afternoon and nurses who work at night in the night shift. Okay. Now let's continue. By the way, you can continue asking another question with what? You say, who is there?
What does he like?
What does he look like? But
Look like?
okay, what does he like is a different question. Do you know what
Yeah.
his likes are? I don't know. But if
What
you
does he
say,
looks
what does
like?
he look like? Oh, what do you answer, Gabo? Tell me a characteristic. What does he look like?
Does he look like?
He's tall.
He's tall. Okay. Or you can say, come on, Homer. Homer. He's
He's strong.
he's strong like Popeye. Popeye the Sailor Man. He's strong. Or he's he says he's
He's
always
young.
smiling, so he's an outgoing person, an outgoing man. You
A
know,
very likable guy.
you can say that he is very funny. Look at his face. Huh? He's funny, but I
Yeah.
don't know him. Probably it is only for the photograph. Okay, but this is an idea. Remember, when you say, what does he look like? You can describe a characteristic like this. He looks strong, you see? Hmm? A strong person. Or you can say that he's tall because you can see his physical appearance is tall, okay? Or you can say he is a very kind person, really kind, because he looks a smiling person, you know? Okay? Or you can say he's funny if you know. Okay, let's continue with, okay, you have asked questions with what, where, when, and how. You can say, how often does he go to the night shift? You can answer, I don't know. How often does he go? How
Does
often
he?
does he attend? How often does he attend the night shift? And you answer, well, I don't know because I have no information here. Okay? This is an idea, but this is important when you want to express your ideas. Okay? Let's continue with the next page. We have already covered this page, which is page 10 from the workbook, unit 2, so that uh, Hasamed and Jessica, who are going to listen to this recording later, know what we are covering. Okay, let's continue with the next page, page 3. Okay, page 3. What? No, unit 3, page 11. Sorry. Unit 3. No, this is not unit 3. Which unit is it? Unit 2. Unit 2, because unit 3 was about the yard sale. Do you remember the yard sale? Buying and selling things and materials and, the earrings, the sunglasses or whatever. Okay, let's observe what you have here on this here. Okay. Oh, what is his name? Look, he's here again. What is his name?
Patricio.
Patricio.
And what is his last name?
Barroso.
Cardoso.
Lorenzo. Lorenzo, is it?
Cardoso. Cardoso.
Cardoso, Cardoso, okay, and this is one of his patients, okay, one of his patients. Now, Homero, can you please read the instructions on exercise number 9?
Sure. How does Patricio spend his weekends? Complete this paragraph with the words from the box.
Okay, observe the words from a box. Around, in.
Around,
Can you repeat, please? Around,
around,
in.
in,
In.
Okay,
at,
late,
late,
Late.
before,
before,
Before.
on,
on,
On.
early,
early,
until.
Kill.
until.
Are there any questions about these words? You understand them all, right? We have already studied it in the unit 2 of the student book. But observe, this one has already been used. It's on. Why do we use on here? Because we are talking about days of the week, on Saturdays, on Sundays. Okay? But there is a different preposition because these are prepositions, okay? To be written here and here and here. Can you start reading, Gabo? Up to this one here, up to the exclamation mark here, all this paragraph up to here. Start, Gabo.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Everyone knows Patricio at the hospital. Patricio is a part-time nurse. He works at night on weekends. On Saturdays and Sundays, Patricio sleeps most of the day and wakes up a little around 9 in the evening, usually at a 25 15 minutes past 1 minute,
Okay,
sorry.
let's correct you. Homero, do you think there should be written around here, around 9? What do you
Around
think?
9,
What do you
it
think
could
it is? Should be written here.
it could be a little before 9 or
Before. The correct answer would be before here, before 9, because you can see that is 8:40, 8:45. 8:45 is a little before 9, you see? 8:45 or
or
8:50. By the way, Gabo, could you please repeat? 8:50. 8:50.
8:50.
Or you can
8:50.
say,
Teacher,
10
one
minutes to
question.
9. Tell me.
Es que quería, ¿cómo es que se me pasó? ¿Cómo era cuando, cómo se
A,
dice, porque faltan 15 minutos para las 9?
a quarter to 9. A
A quarter,
quarter to 9.
a quarter to 9.
A quarter to 9. Observe the answers here. The answers here, okay? The answers are here. When you say that, the answer is before,
Oh,
before 9 in the evening,
yeah.
usually at a quarter to 9 or 8:50. 8:50 is 10 minutes to 9, okay? ¿Te das cuenta el
Okay.
por qué la intención de este libro de ir revisando lo que estudiaste en el pasado pero que se te olvidó? Te quedó un
Sí,
poquito vago. El 1/4 para las 9 no estaba claro en ti. Y tú pasaste esa unidad, pero haber sido que llegaste tarde o la viste muy cansado, ¿ya?
tienes
Eso
razón.
ocurre, eso ocurre. Y por eso se hace en este libro esto, que se hace un reciclaje, porque lo que estamos haciendo, como te dije al comienzo, si tú ves las páginas, las primeras 5 unidades de este libro son como revisión de las primeras 5 unidades del libro anterior. Y lo único que hacen es ampliar el vocabulario, ¿entiendes? Y aquí
Ok.
entonces se te había olvidado 1/4 para las 9, no importa, te lo repito, a quarter to
Quarter
9.
to, a
But the
quarter to
most
9.
usual way for Americans is 8:45 and 8:50. You say at 8:45 or 8:50. And you can see that the preposition should be used is before 9, because 8:45 is before 9 in the evening. Okay? Do you understand
Yes.
that? Can you please
Yes, teacher.
continue reading, Gabo,
Yes.
up to this one here?
He has breakfast very late. Around 9:30 or 10 o'clock p.m.
Okay, you
or
say
10,
10
10,
o'clock
10,
or 10 p.m.
10
That's it,
p.m.
10 p.m. That's okay, around. In this case, around is okay here. Around, observe. Around 9:30 or 10 p.m. It means approximately. Approximately. When you say around, it's about. About or approximately. Es como cuando uno dice en español, por ahí como a las 9:30, por ahí, o aproximadamente.
O
O como dice uno, como a las
más
nueve
o
y
menos.
media, más o menos, más o menos. Me dice más o menos, aproximándose a las 9:30.
Ok.
¿Ah? Entonces, así como nosotros tenemos variables, ellos también, los gringos, dicen approximately, o en lugar de approximately, como approximately es muy largo y difícil de pronunciar, dicen about,
Around.
o dicen around, que suena como más corto. Es flojera, flojera idiomática. ¿Eh? Flojera idiomática.
Hasta para eso.
Igualmente somos nosotros. Pues muy poca gente dice aproximadamente, no, es muy largo. Okay? But this is different kinds of different ways to express
Yeah.
the language. Okay, now it's your chance, Homero, to continue from here up to the end. Okay, and remember that you're going to use one of these prepositions.
Okay. He watches television until 11 o'clock and then starts work until works at midnight.
At midnight. Starts
At
work
midnight.
at midnight because it's a sharp time, exact time. You understand? Sharp?
Midnight.
Exact. Midnight is 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. Okay? 12 a.m.
Okay.
That's the idea. So in this case, it's at midnight. And this is until 11 o'clock.
Until 11 o'clock.
Until 11 o'clock. And this is at night, at midnight. Okay, let's observe the answers are here. You see? The answers are here. Around, the one that Gabo said, and the next one is until 11 o'clock. You see it here. And the last one is at. Okay, continue with the next one because there is another one here. What is it?
Yeah. Early in the morning, usually around 5 a.m., he leaves work, has a little snack, goes home, goes to bed, and sleeps. 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 Before.
There is only one
Sleep
which is
late.
only one which is left.
And sleep left late.
Late, sleeps late. You understand? Late. It's the only one that is left here. I don't think there is another. Let me check it out. Is late, is it?
Midnight early.
No. Is it?
Go down.
Down
Late.
here. Late is here. Sleeps late. Early in the morning is here. Early in the morning is here, right? Early in the morning is here. But late is here. Sleeps late. Okay, continue reading the rest, please, Homero.
It's a perfect schedule for Patricio. He's a pre-med student on the week and on weekdays at a local college.
At a local college. Can you please repeat this word that I am pointing you?
Schedule.
Schedule. Schedule.
Schedule.
Schedule. Okay,
Schedule.
repeat it, Gabo. Repeat it. Schedule. Gabo, are you there?
Schedule.
Schedule. Okay. A perfect schedule for Patricio. A
Schedule.
perfect schedule for Patricio. You know what a schedule is? Gabo, can you describe in English what a schedule is? You can tell me a sentence as an idea, as an example, or you can express what a schedule is. It's difficult, but you're going to make a try. Homero, can you please explain to Gabo? Explain, Gabo. Okay.
Help people.
Help people? No. What is it, Homero?
Schedule is the hours he works every day.
The working hours. The working hours. Right? The working hours is the scheme. I mean, the plan.
Working.
You see right there? I'm going to show you. Observe this. Observe this. You see right there? What do you see there? The orange. Okay, no, not necessarily. Yeah, it's over there. What do you see right here? What do you see right here? Gabo. What do you see right here?
Yeah.
What is it? Spanish.
Calendario.
Well, it's not really that. What do you call that? What do you call that in Spanish?
That is your schedule for the week.
A schedule is horario, the timetable. The
Yes.
timetable, the time plan. The plan of classes plan. In this case, it's not a plan for class, but it is a plan for working, for working hours, okay?
Okay, now
Working hours.
the work.
When you're talking about perfect schedule for Patricio, yeah? When you talk about a perfect schedule for Patricio, okay? He's a pre-med student. What is it going to be in the future? What does it want to be? Gabo, what is it going to be?
He helped the missus.
He, he is a pre-med student, so it is supposed that he is going to become, if it is not a graduated nurse, a doctor, because he's already a graduated or registered nurse. You see, is a registered nurse. A registered nurse could become a doctor if he studies a little bit more, a lot more, because a doctor, a medicine doctor, has to work a lot or just has to study a lot, right? Probably doctors are people who have to study more of all other careers. Do you understand the whole thing, or are there any words here that you do not understand, Gabo, Homero? Any words you don't understand here?
No, teacher.
Everything is
All good.
correct, right? No problem. Okay, let's choose the correct words to complete the sentences. In this case, you have verbs. You see, verbs, right? So, can you read number one, Gabo? Read the sentence number one. I've observed that
Yes,
takes is the correct answer here.
choose the correct word to complete the sentences.
Okay, can you read it?
Avery is a tour guide. She
Guide.
takes guide. She takes she takes people on tours.
Okay, you see, tour guide, right? A tour
Tour
guide.
guide.
Okay,
Tour guide.
she's a tour guide. She takes people on tours. Okay, what do you say, Homero, about the Stella? Stella.
Stella, Stella, Stella goes to bed after midnight.
Stella goes to bed after midnight. Okay, you see, goes is the
Gracias,
most
papá.
appropriate. Goes to bed. Okay, what do you say for number three, for Bonnie? Gabo.
Bonnie early in the morning. Bonnie get up early in the morning.
Pronounce the final S because Bonnie is the
Gets
third
gets
person singular. So you
gets
say
up.
gets.
Gets
Bonnie gets up early in the
up.
morning. Gets up early in the morning. Gets up. Yeah, I know that it is difficult to pronounce, especially for Venezuelan people, because Venezuelan people omit final S's, even though you are going to pronounce the plural form of any noun. For example, when you say a simple, very simple like this, celular, celulares. Okay, you add the final es because it's simple, celulares. Reloj, relojes. But the final s is probably pronounced like a reloje, and you don't pronounce the s. That's a problem that we have in Venezuela, that we do not pronounce the s's. Bonnie gets up, and especially when you have a ts, it's very difficult to be pronounced. Okay, Bonnie gets up early in the morning. Okay, what do you say for number four? Does, goes, or serves?
What does your sister do?
What does your sister do? So the correct question would be this one. What does your sister do? You understand? Okay, good. Continue with number five, Gabo.
Ronald starts work at a.m.
Starts. Starts. Remember, starts. At the beginning you pronounce and the end starts. Okay. Number 6. What do you say, Homero?
My brother works in a bookstore. He sells books and magazines.
Okay, he sells books and magazines. Remember that the final S here is pronounced like a Z, like a mosquito flying. Z, okay, like a Z, okay, like a buzz. Okay,
Okay.
he sells books. Of course,
So,
many people don't pronounce it so clear, but that's the real way you have to pronounce it if you want to pronounce correctly. Sells, sells.
sells.
Okay, my brother works. In this case, is works. Clear S, but in this case, is sells, and the pronunciation of a final Z is S is Z, like a mosquito flying, with
Sells.
a vibration, with a vibration. That is the correct way. Okay, what do you say? The next one. Who's next? Gabo or?
The Havana Garden restaurant serves good Cuban food.
Okay, when you pronounce this, pronounce serves, serves. As you have a
Serves.
final vibration here between the upper teeth and the lower lip. There is a vibration. This vibration makes the S to be sounded like a serves. Okay, and that's phonetics that you have to study. Okay.
Okay.
Gabo, when you pronounce Cuban food. Okay, Cuban.
Cuban food.
Okay, Havana Garden restaurant serves good food, good Cuban food. Okay, what do you say for the next one? Number 8.
Number
Homer.
8. Dan does his work on his new computer.
Okay, then does his work because he says serves no
Does.
works no. You have to say does his work. Does his work.
Does his
Does.
work.
And remember, Gamma, when you have to pronounce does, does, does. It's a relaxed sound. It's a relaxed sound. And the final is does. Okay? And this class is being interrupted in 3 or 4 minutes. Okay? In 3 or 4 minutes. And remember, you go, you wash your face, and you come back in 3, 4, 5 minutes. No more. Let's continue with the next one. What do you say, Gabo?
Nunu writes about 30 emails a day.
Okay, writes, writes. But when you pronounce you pronounce 30, repeat 30, 30.
30.
You have problems with the numbers, 30, okay? Or you can say 30, 30. But this is British pronunciation. You say, for American, you say 30, 30, 30. Remember to put the tongue in the middle of your teeth like this and emit 30, 30. And remember that the R sound, for you, Hazabeth, you are right there in Santiago, but you're going to listen to this. You have to pronounce 30, not 30. No, English doesn't have the R sound. No R sound, but it's 30, 30. Okay, for you, Hazabeth, because you have that problem. Okay, now let's continue. So you say Nunu Nuno writes about 30 emails a day. 30, 30. And it's relaxed. The R sound is relaxed. Okay. Now, what do you say for the next one? Number 10. Who's next?
David is a receptionist. He answers the phone and greets people.
Okay, answers the phone. Again, the pronunciation of the final S is z, like a mosquito flying, because answer, there is a vibration of a vowel chords here. There is vibration, you pronounce answers. Yo sé que esto es fastidioso, porque yo me calé ese fastidio, entonces. Es fastidioso tener que estar escuchando la misma repetidera, pero es que si no, no lo aprende. Cuando diga answer, hay vibración. Entonces la S suena como un zumbido de abeja. Zzz, zzz, como un zumbido de mosquito. Answers, ¿ok? Answers the phone. And greets. Ahí sí está la S clarita, suelta. No hay zumbido. Greets. Porque la T no emite vibración. Cuando tú pronuncias read, ahí no hay vibración. Entonces dice tss,
Right.
¿ok? Esto es una norma fonológica que me enseñaron a mí, muy buena. Ok, para aprender bien. Ok, number 11. What do you say, Gabo?
Miguel works in a restaurant.
Miguel works in a restaurant. En este caso, in this case, works is a clear S without any Z. No, it's works. Okay, no vibration, no vibration. Okay, no zoom, no zoo, no, no, no. Okay, any question here? Do you have any question?
No, it's okay, teacher.
It's okay.
All
Is
good.
it okay, Homero?
All good.
Okay, everything is good. Now, let's continue with the next page. We are now on page 12. On page 12, you got to continue on this unit, which is unit number 2. And we are talking about occupations, jobs, okay? We continue talking about jobs. What do you suppose her job is? What do you suppose her job is? Gabo?
She is the teacher gym teacher.
I would say instructor, or there is
Instructor.
another, there's a gym instructor, or I don't know. Let me check it out. Probably the answer is here. Can you please read the instructions here, Gabo? The instruction on
Choose
this
the
page?
sentences in the box that have the same meaning as the sentences below.
Below. Okay. Observe the first one. Can you read it, please? She's a
She's a fitness instructor.
instructor. Instructor.
Instructor.
Observe that is fitness instructor. Okay. You can say a gym instructor because it's a gym, probably, right? But it's a fitness. Fitness is a condition of good, shape in your body. Fitness is the condition to look fine, look
Right.
fine, to look great. Okay, what do you say about number 2, Homero? Number 2.
What's his job?
Okay, which is the word, the phrase or the sentence that could be replacing this one and with the same meaning, has the same meaning exactly? What's
What
his
does
job?
what does he do?
What does he do corresponds to this one. What is his job? What does he do? What does he do? That's correct. Gabo, what do you say before being interrupted by Zoom? What do you say? She's a pet sitter.
She's a pet sitter.
Okay.
She cares for the people pets.
She cares for people's pets. It's not necessary to mention that. She cares for people's pets. Okay. What do you say, Omar, for his student?
He's a student. Uh, he goes to the university.
He goes to the university. He's a university student. He could be, right? He says he goes to university, right? Continue with the next one, Gabo, before the Zoom interrupts.
She goes to bed at midnight.
She goes to bed at midnight. What is it?
She stays up late.
She stays up late is correct. Over here, all right, it's here. She stays up late. Yeah, it's correct. She stays up late. The previous one was this one, my mistake, because he's a student, is the previous one. He goes to the university. And this one is she stays up late. That's correct. Okay. What do you say for the last one, Homer?
He works 3 hours every day.
Okay. What is
the answer is he works part-time.
He works part-time because it's only 3 hours a day. Every day is part-time, So you have in your memory different forms, different ways to express the same idea. Ok, ya nos va a cortar, pero solamente de antemano para que vean el ejercicio para realizarlo después de estos 5 minutos de relax que vamos a tener, ¿ok? Porque ya nos va a cortar, en efecto. Fill in the missing words or phrases from these job advertisements, okay? These are job advertisements. Como puedes ver, son avisos publicitarios para conseguir un empleo por cuenta de alguien o para buscarlo,